Hey guys, Comic Crack. The last issue, Secret Avengers, number 37. Remender's end. Man, I'm really sad to see him go. It was a really interesting arc. I loved the art by Scalera. I thought it was super impressive. It was a satisfactory ending. Almost the annihilation of the world, turning into kind of robots, for lack of a better word right now. And then the kind of destruction of all those people that had turned. So quite a heavy weight on the mind of the person responsible. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't read it, I did a review before where I talked about reading kind of the series, halfway through or so. Brubaker was on it, and a couple other people writing. And I was kind of talking about that. Maybe it's time, maybe I'll do a Secret Avengers special where I'll kind of run through the whole series, the 37 issues. Or what I have of them, because I don't have the first 5, I think it is, which I'm not in any rush to grab. But seriously worth checking out, even if you pick it up from Remender's beginning there. And then at the back, it's really nice. He's got a 2-page kind of thing where he talks about his time in comics and how he was involved in his own kind of creator-owned characters and building his own universe. But the chance to work at Marvel came up, and he couldn't... a friend of his was going to do some penciling for Avengers, and he did some inking, and then as soon as he started kind of getting back into the Marvel world in early 2000, he talks about how it kind of grabbed him, and he had this story floating around and many others for a long time. So he's super happy about getting it, or super happy about having had the chance to write for it. And then he talks a little bit about Nick Spencer, who's involved with the Secret Avengers #1 that I reviewed already. And one thing that I didn't say in that video, and he mentions it here too, just about what he's going to do with the characters. He's very excited to see what's going to happen in his kind of overall arc. And like I said, it's not a very strong start, but I do have faith that I'm hoping that something happens kind of a little bit more on an epic scale, or kind of better storytelling than what's happened in issue 1 over there. And then at the back in the Marvel kind of section there where they have the news, they also talk about the kind of similarities between the new Secret Avengers and the movie, and how a lot of the characters, even in the design on the cover, you can see a lot of characters resemble their acting counterparts. So that's something that I hope they don't get too carried away from. And I'm just assuming that Nick Spencer was I don't know if it was his idea. I'm hoping to find out a little bit more about that, if it was his idea to set the world in kind of the along lines with the movie and maybe try to tie in with the movie, or if that's just something that Marvel wanted him to do so they could relaunch and do a #1. Anyway, Secret Avengers number 37, really good. It was a really great series. I really wish it would have lasted longer. It's a shame to see it end, but there you have it. Thanks.